I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Jets. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. First down, it's Darnold. And his first pass is incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Flush to his right. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yards he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
A 23-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Again, Darnold. Past the 20. Herndon's got it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 32.
Give him 32 on the play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want
looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it, a gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, right there, 50.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
6-man. Check cross, check cross, check cross.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round, but when he heard his name called in the 2nd round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
Out of bounds at his own.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Taylor. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
The score, Colts 10, Jets nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. This is Bell on the dump off. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. A first down throw, Darnold. Open man is Denzel Mims. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again is Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To the air again, Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's good.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. He's got Burton here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He's brought down by
the cornerback, William Jackson.
No gain on the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On second down, here's Jackson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
To Deebo Samuel.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot. Check 53. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Don't get nervous.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On second down, it's Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Taylor. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Jackson connecting with Burton here over the middle. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. From the gun. Got him in. It's Brown. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, New York.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the 50, it's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Maher is good. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone.
I'm here all day. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. In your face. Let's go. Let's go.
Jackson on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
The 31-yard line.
The give to Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Taylor.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run with Taylor. Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. A pickup of 5 yards. 1st down, Indy.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back to Taylor on 1st down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. About 3 yards there to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the 1st touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run with Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Taylor. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Tackle made back at the 10-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run once more with Taylor. And some room to work. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for Indy. 68 yards.
2-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. All day, baby, all day, all day,
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. There he goes, left side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. There's another 1st down run right there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Third and goal, Jackson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold now to throw. Dancing to his left. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Come on, bring it, baby,
rookie
bring it.
Julian Blackmon. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some. So that'll back them up 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking.
And now here is another interception picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And the return will stop right around the 25. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Stop your whining. Mike 46. Mike 46.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Jackson.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second and goal.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Jackson on the keeper.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. And they will take a knee here.
Jackson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth and goal.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
For the Colts field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The 25-yard line. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Colts, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.